Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another review. This time is of the Fet Hobby Owl 1 armor, aka the Owl armors. So, special thanks to Fet Hobby for sending these out to me. I already had some pre-ordered, but it was even more dope that they sent me an extra one, and I'm gonna talk about all of that in a second. But special shout out to them because I do appreciate you guys and knowing that I have a serious love for Macross. So I normally don't review Macross, but I do have an extreme love for it. And the reason why I don't review it is because uh, I'm not used to the whole Transformer community, and I'm being honest here. So I try to not step on anyone's toes. But with that being said, though, I love the fact that I can now have armor for my 1/100 high metal R stuff. So what it is that these are add-on armors to the high metal R stuff, and it's been absolutely wonderful. So as you can see here, I have two here to show you what it's like, and the adding is just the same as if you were adding it to the high metal R full armor one or heavy armor one. It's the same prospect, but I'm going to just show you guys basically what's going on here and how cool they are, and then have some photos at the end. And as you can see, they are highly customizable, and I'll get into that in a second as well. So real quick, I want to touch on the fact that look-wise, it is a full-blown armor that, while it hinders the articulation, because that's what it's supposed to do, and kind of show you and give you a glimpse of what it's like to have a full armored variable fighter. You can actually open up the pods as well. Obviously, the missiles don't shoot. You can actually rotate these as well. So if you want to have them up, you can. The head is still free to have maximum articulation. So let me actually put those latches down. And as you can see, it kind of blends and all incorporates all into one armor, which I really, really enjoy. So with that being said, a few other things I want to talk about is you can open up the chest canopy. If I can actually get it open because I don't have any nails. So these actually open up as well. So when you want a full armor explosion, you actually can. You also can rotate these down or up depending on which armor you're doing. But this one actually rotates down. And as you can see here, if you want to pretty much release all your missiles at once and then dump your armor, like you would do in the old PlayStation game or you would see in Macross in general, you can do it, which is really dope. I'm a huge fan of these, the highly customizing skill, the stage display, and I'm going to break these up into parts so I can cover what I can without missing a beat, because I know it's not easy. So, yeah. So one of the things I want to talk about now that I've shown off the whole extra features of opening is the articulation. So while the high metal R stuff is pretty much highly articulated, when you have the heavy armor on, it pretty much slows down the articulation to the realistic scale that it showed in Macross. So what the best thing you're going to do is going to be able to rotate the articulation up for when you're doing flight maneuvers to pretty much be evasive. So like if you're flying backwards or shooting and you get pushed back, like when I rotate these down, like if you're shooting and it rotates out. So let's make the head match the articulation to match it. So if you're shooting downward, it actually shows, as you can see here. The arm can still rotate all the way through and around. And mine actually fell right out of placement because I was being too excited. So the good thing about the high metal R stuff, I can pop that right back in. So let's do that. Actually, did I miss? Yep, I missed the loop. Hold on. And this is why I always get nervous, because I'm not going to edit this out. I want you guys to show you. So if I have an issue, you guys see that I can fix it. I don't want it to be one of those things where it's like, oh no, it's edited out. So as you can see here, mine came out of place because of its alignment, and it won't be easy to fix. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how it pops off. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift up the armor. And as you can see, it comes off right here. And like I said, you can actually take these off. You can actually rotate these as well. You can take this off as well. So we're going to slide it down. And then it leaves you with this piece. So like I said, purging the armor is actually the easy part. It actually makes it a little bit more realistic, just like when you purge the armor in the show. I'm going to just attach this arm right back on. There we go. Slides right back in. And then we're going to press this back down. And we're right back where we started. But I'm going to leave that off so we can see what's going on. Now, the reason why I talked about the arms is because There are big shields, so you can actually rotate it more like the Gundam Prospect, where the arms kind of rotate out. As you can see, you could fold it all the way in. You can rotate it out. You can rotate it around, and you can still rotate up and down. The die-cast joint will actually reinforce it to hold up the weight very easily. So when you want to block an attack and you have a shield attached, you can. So let's say we were doing like a photo where we pretty much talk about how like you're purging your armor and you can't get it off in time, so you purge off some of it. So I want to do an articulation move. Well, I want to do a photo idea, I should say. And you know what? This is all new to me, so I'm actually going to let it go for what it is, and I hope that you guys enjoy what I got going on. But let's say you were blocking an attack and you purged your front armor. If you put your shield up, as you can see here, you kind of can like block a beam or missile fire or actually just gunfire. So the shield is actually pretty dope to have. So what I want to do is I want to put him over to the side for a second. And the reason why I talked about this is because there are customizable options in between your OWL armors. So this is the one-on-one armor. It's made more for defense and evasive maneuvers. At least in my opinion, that's what I have it made up in my head. But as you can see here, if you want to block attacks, you leave your shields up and you kind of just rotate through to protect yourself. And it has a super parts thruster armors. So this is really cool. Like I said, it's just one of those things where it kind of works for the idea that you may give to yourself. And so I wanted to touch on this too. Somebody pointed out in a group that I saw that you can actually get it to work in Gerwalk mode as well. So I wanted to show that off. So in Gerwalk mode, I added some parts and it makes it look really cool. So if you only purge certain parts and keep other parts, you can still be on the offense and defense at once. So here we have shield armor, but it has a Gatling gun to cover it. So you could be on the offensive and defensive, and you still have 2 missiles to shoot from your other arm. You have a cannon on top for one. So this is the OWL 202 armor. I'm going to call it the balance armor. It's kind of like Mega Man to me. So it just has all these things that you can do and talk about. And there's just so many variations that you can get out of all of this. Like I said, I just did this one in Gerwalk mode, and already you have plenty of ideas. And then I'm going to put this away real quick because I didn't take the armor one out, so I forgot about that. But when you compare this to just the super parts, right? So let's say you compare it to just super parts. We're going to put the armor back on this one so I can show you guys kind of how it maneuvers and looks. And you can see where super parts actually make you more maneuverability and able to move faster and kind of just get through space. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this on right here. We're going to latch the guns back on at the top. And I'm going to go over the standard stuff in another video, but I just want to make sure I cover this stuff. So you kind of get an idea of what you're getting with the FET armor stuff, the OWL armor stuff, I should say. It's really good. So if you love the high metal stuff, this is definitely going to be for you. So as we can see here, I'm going to pop this back in, make sure it lines in the middle, and voila. And we're going to just place these guns back down, which place in the openings. So as you can see with the super parts, obviously with the high metal line, it looks really good, and it shows you that we want to move faster, you have more armament, but you stay lightweight. The heavy armor is protect yourself under heavy fire, but also be able to give back that fire. So this is really dope. And honestly, I'm kind of rambling on with this, and the reason why is because, like I said, I don't really review stuff like this. So this is all new to me, and I want to try something new. So I'm expecting to see what people think. So if you like Robotech or Macross, you love the heavy armors or the customizability options of the heavy armor, I think this is something you should definitely get into, especially because they started showing off some super duper super parts of a concept stuff that they're going to do. I'm going to put the link in their Facebook page also there, as well as their Instagram, so you guys can check them out. I'm also going to do photos with the stage and the stand so you can see the combinations of it, and then I'm also going to do that in another video. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. This is more like a plastic party as opposed to a review, so I'm going to call it an overview. But really, I do appreciate you guys for watching this because it's something different for me, and I'm going to try to do more different things from now on. But again, special thanks to Fet Hobby. I appreciate you guys so much because you know I have a huge love for Macross, so this is a thing for me. Hope you guys really enjoy the photos at the end. I'm going to try some different stuff, and hopefully you guys will take to it. So in the meantime, guys, thank you so much again. Thank you for sitting through and watching this. Hope you found it informative, and be good, do good, Drink your water. Later.